Grigory Rasputin, a mystic and revered figure, often dubbed the Mad Monk in Russia, became one of the most notorious characters of the early 20th century. His intriguing journey includes gaining the confidence of the Russian royal family through his purported healing abilities, particularly in treating Emperor Nicholas II's son, Alexei, who suffered from the life-threatening blood disorder hemophilia. Despite surviving numerous assassination attempts, Rasputin remained unscathed, solidifying his position as a captivating and enduring figure in Russian history. As Rasputin's influence over the Romanov royal family peaked, a pivotal moment unfolded in 1916. In December of 1916, a coalition of nobles, spearheaded by figures such as Purishkevich, Grand Duke Dmitry Pavlovich, and Prince Felix Yusupov, reached the consensus that Rasputin's sway over Alexandria posed a severe threat to the stability of the Russian Empire. In response to this perceived danger, the group devised a carefully crafted plan to eliminate Rasputin. The intricate scheme involved enticing Rasputin to the Yusupov's Moika palace, setting the stage for the events that would ultimately unfold in their bid to sever his influence. Faced with a growing scandal, Felix Yusupov, along with a cohort of noblemen, devised a plan to ensnare Rasputin in a deadly trap. Their desperation to put an end to Rasputin's influence led them to orchestrate a cunning scheme aimed at bringing about the mystic's downfall. Rasputin met his tragic end in the early hours of December 30th, 1916, at the residence of Prince Yusupov. His demise resulted from 3 gunshot wounds, including a fatal close-range shot to his forehead. The details surrounding Rasputin's death remain shrouded in mystery, sparking extensive speculation and various theories. Despite the uncertainty surrounding his demise, little can be definitively concluded about the circumstances leading to Rasputin's death. Historian Smith aptly notes, "What transpired at the Yusupov home on December 17th will forever remain elusive." Nevertheless, the account provided by Yusupov in his memoirs has emerged as the most commonly recounted version of events, contributing to the enduring narrative surrounding Rasputin's tragic fate. As per Yusupov's narrative, Rasputin was extended an invitation to his palace just after midnight and was led down to the basement. In an attempt to poison him, Yusupov served tea and cakes laced with cyanide. Despite initially declining the cakes, Rasputin eventually consumed them, much to Yusupov's astonishment, showing no apparent effects of the poison. Rasputin then requested Madeira wine, also poisoned, and drank 3 glasses without displaying any signs of distress. Around 2:30 a.m., Yusupov excused himself and joined his co-conspirators upstairs. Armed with a revolver, he returned to the basement, instructing Rasputin to gaze at a crucifix in the room and say a prayer. Seizing the moment, Yusupov shot Rasputin once in the chest. Following the act, the conspirators made their way to Rasputin's residence, with one of them, Sukhotin, donning Rasputin's coat and hat to create the illusion that Rasputin had returned home that night. Upon returning to the palace, Yusupov revisited the basement to confirm Rasputin's demise. Unexpectedly, Rasputin revived and launched an attack on Yusupov. After a struggle, Yusupov managed to free himself and fled upstairs. Rasputin pursued him into the palace courtyard, where he was shot by Purishkevich and collapsed into a snowbank. The conspirators then wrapped his lifeless body in cloth, transported it to the Petrovsky Bridge, and disposed of it in the Little Nevka River. His demise marked the end of a chapter in Russian history, but the legend of Rasputin continues to live on. Rasputin's healing endeavors were not without controversy. Skeptics questioned the authenticity of his powers, attributing the improvement in Alexei's health to factors beyond Rasputin's influence. Some critics suggested that Rasputin's presence exacerbated the political turmoil within the Russian court, further fueling opposition against him. The controversy surrounding his mystical healing abilities became intertwined with the while he gained infamy for his alleged influence over the Russian royal family, and involvement in political affairs, Rasputin's reputation as a healer remains a fascinating aspect of his enigmatic persona. Rasputin's role as a healer is a captivating chapter in the tale of this enigmatic figure. His purported ability to alleviate the suffering of the Tsarevich and the controversies surrounding his mystical techniques remain subjects of historical intrigue. Whether seen as a genuine healer or a charismatic charlatan, Rasputin's influence over the Russian royal family and the complex interplay between his healing endeavors and political entanglements contribute to the enduring mystique surrounding this notorious figure in history. Embark on a journey back in time with us by subscribing to Historical Retreat channel for more interesting videos that delve into intriguing historical narratives.